land rich in folklore comes one of the most terrifying and best authenticated tales of a ghostly animal. Some believe it's a demon spirit born of violence and bloodshed, a phantom feline known as the Black Cat of Killarkee. Some say such ghostly phenomena are not surprising, given the reports of terror and sickening cruelty that have occurred in this building, just a stone's throw away on Montpellier Hill. In the 18th century, it was used by members of the Dublin Hellfire Club, a group of arrogant and vicious young bucks said to be in league with the devil. Certain ceremonies are alleged to have involved burning cats alive.
It's interesting when you have stories around a building like that and you wonder what is behind the story.
Local historian John Lennon has delved into the dark past of the Hellfire Club. He's looked at claims of black masses and bizarre wagers in which members won and lost vast sums of money.
We're talking about debauchery of all kinds and carry on. Now, cards was the one thing that people say that the stories relate to playing cards at tables and dropping cards on the floor and seeing cloven hooves and people playing cards and the devil himself and all this going on around the club.
According to local folklore, members didn't stop at torturing cats. They killed people as well. In 1970, a shallow grave was uncovered here. In it, the skeleton of a dwarf with a skull too large for its small frame. The discovery corresponded with reports that a member of the Hellfire Club had once tortured to death a deformed youth just for fun. Found along with the boy's remains, this brass figurine of a horned and tailed devil thumbing its nose, mute evidence of the club's evil associations. Back in the 18th century, as claims of such sickening cruelty spread, there were also reports that members had used black cats at club meetings to represent Satan. It said His Sable Majesty graced them with his presence on more than one occasion, a gesture that's not so surprising really, given the animal's importance to those dabbling in witchcraft.
The classic example of this is Freya, the Norse goddess. She was the witch goddess in the sense that magic and witchcraft all belonged to the goddess Freya. And she was seen riding in a chariot drawn by twin cats. And later on she became demonized. And the cat became associated with witchcraft and darkness and the moon.
Janet Farrer believes the Black Cat of Killarkee is part of a cat cult that dates back to the early Bronze Age, when witches first came about.
If you look at a cat, the eyes of a cat wax and wane like the moon. So the cat has always been sacred to witches. And because the witch cult started in Western Europe, especially in Germany, and of course Freya was Nordic, therefore Germanic as well, because of this, the cat became associated with the goddess of the witches. And therefore every village witch was supposed to have the familiar, the witch's demonic cat.